Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Dancing Heart, the podcast that inspires you to follow your heart and dream big. I'm your host Torny, and in today's episode I will share with you how one email changed my life. So let me give you a picture on where I am right now. I'm sitting on my bed, in my beautiful condo in the middle of Playa del Carmen. I'm overlooking the trees, green trees, and the sky is blue. There's some clouds today, but overall it's a beautiful summer day, and it's November. How beautiful is that? Summer in November. That was definitely not the case in October last year when I was in my beautiful hometown called Røros, which also happened to be one of the coldest places in Norway. So the contrast is big from where I am now and where I was back then. So let me take you back to October last year. It was a normal day in my life. I went to bed one night and I just scrolled through my phone, my inbox, just to clear up my, all the junk mails that you receive in one day. And I just wanted to, just delete them and before I went to sleep. But that night there was one email really speaking to me. And the email was from Sahara Rose. And I was like thinking, when did I sign up to receive emails from her? Because I don't even remember receiving one email from her before that night. And I hadn't even heard of her. And I couldn't remember, wow, why am I receiving this? And anyway, the headline of the email said, Torny, this is how you can be of service and create a lucrative career. That the headline made me want to read more about this. And I kept reading and it says, Hi Torny, I'm so excited to present this opportunity to you to embody your purpose and transform your life. The Certified Dharma Coaching Training is the first and only program in the world to bring together the best of Eastern sciences with Western psychology and tactical online business skills. And wow, I was thinking, what is this all about? The Eastern and the Western and the business skills? Okay, this is something that I want to learn more about. This is something what I wanted to read more about. So I kept reading the email, and as I was reading, I was like, okay, check. I was ticking up all of the boxes that it was in the email. And at the bottom of the email, it said, you can also hear more about it in my podcast. So I was thinking, okay, let me listen to the podcast before I make my decision. So the next evening, after my daughter was gone to bed, I sat in my sofa, tuned into the podcast, and I listened to the whole thing about Dharma Coaching Institute. What is it all about? And it was a full body yes. When you have this full body yes feeling of, okay, there is no one cell in my body that was doubting that this was the right decision. So I just grabbed my card and I signed up straight away. This was just like, I didn't even have to think about it twice. I just made the investments just right there that night. And I went to bed. I felt so happy. I was like, wow, I found my calling. This is it. I'm so excited to see where this is going to take me. And I went to bed, with a happy, fulfilled feeling. And my daughter was sleeping next to me. And the next morning she woke up and the first thing she said to me was, Mom, your heart is dancing. And I was like, what? What are you saying? How can you feel that? How do you know that, This was such a beautiful thing that she said to me. And she described the feeling that I had in my heart when I woke up that day. I had butterflies in my heart because I had said yes to my purpose. I was excited about what I was about to do. I was excited about where I was going. And this feeling, I will never forget that morning. I will never forget that feeling. That morning was the birth of Dancing Heart and also the first day of my Dancing Heart journey. I just didn't realize back then, but now I do. So everything started with me receiving this email and actually reading it. And it led me to the most transforming 6 months of my life. I started my coaching program in November last year. I committed and I dedicated so much time and energy into that. Every night I was studying or coaching or learning or growing, and I really, it was definitely worth it, but it was also very intense. I was still working a full-time job. I was a single mom, but I made it happen because I was driven. My purpose was driving me because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn. I wanted to become. I wanted to learn and see what it's possible. And by signing up to DCI, I transformed myself into the person that I am today. And I'm forever grateful for being in that program. I met so many beautiful souls. And to be in a supportive community where everyone understands everyone in a way. I never been in this community ever before. And we laughed together, we cried together, we supported each other, having each other's back, and we helped each other, overcoming fears, overcoming limiting beliefs, diving deeper into who you really are. And I never had a coach in my life before signing up here. And that was so transforming to me that this is what I truly want to help other people with, overcoming the fears. What is holding you back? Who do you truly are? Connecting with my inner child and connecting also all the dots that is also leading me to my purpose of my life. And I never thought I would sell my house and and quit my job by the beginning of this journey, but I met so many inspiring people that I reached out to them, and I saw that people going through this program, they had actually made it happen. They resigned their job and they were working as a full-time coach, following their dreams, making it happen. And what I did was reaching out to these people. Okay, I saw you done this. Tell me everything about it. How did you do it? How was the story? And that really inspired me and sparked the lit something up inside of me, sparked a fire, like, oh, it's possible for them. It's also possible to me. So I just started to commit, and I was like, okay, I need to make it happen. It felt like my inner calling was like, okay, you have to do it. It was my intuition speaking to me. And sometimes it's hard to trust your intuition because it's not speaking to you, it's actually whispering to you. So in order to be able to listen to it, you have to be still, like really still, and not distract you. You have to declutter your mind from all the distraction in order to tune into it and listen to it. That's what I did. I listened to my intuition and I trusted. And when I did that, everything started to flow for me. I received a message from one of my friends about, hey, do you happen to know if any of your neighbors are selling their house? And I was like, no, I don't think so, but you can buy my house if you want to, because I will sell you my house. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to go on a journey. I'm going to move. I'm going to go to Costa Rica. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So then everything just started to flow. She wanted to buy my house. I resigned from my job. And the rest is history. No, it's not history. I'm still in the journey, but I trusted my intuition. And I had this dream of being free. This is what I wanted to do. So I just had to follow up and follow through. And it was also perfect because my daughter, she's not starting school until next year. So I've still said to myself, like, oh, okay, I have this year to see where it takes me, just to do it, just to follow my dreams. And one friend told me, like, there is no risk, Torny. You can have it back. You can have it once. If you have proved to yourself that you can make it, have a house and all of the things that you have now, you can have it again. It doesn't mean that it's impossible to accomplish that again. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm just going to do it. And I really love my house, and I loved everything about having the feeling of having a house, but I knew that I had to let it go in order for me to go to the next chapter in my life and to become that person, or to create a life that I always wanted. So that's what I am here to do, to guide you back to a dancing heart. That's my mission of my coaching as well. And the feeling of, just waking up, being joyful, because you're excited about what you're going to do, who you're going to serve. And I don't say that I wake up with that feeling every day, because I'm also a human being. But I learned a lot of tools for the past years on how to get back to a dancing heart, that feeling of being excited and joyful and happy because you are just happy to be this version of yourself, and to have this freedom to be happy, joyful, and love the things that you're doing, and loving your life on a whole different level that I was when I was working in a 9 to 5. So I guess, but what I also wanted to say is that this was also possible to me because I had the support in the community I was in during my DCI. I know that I know myself, but you don't always trust yourself. Like, am I able to do this? Am I able to accomplish this? And by having these people around me and having the support, I knew that it was possible, because people, they believed in me. Like, they were like, yeah, you can do it, like, go. But because some days I was like, am I crazy that I believe that it's possible, And I knew I wasn't crazy, because I had this whole team of beautiful souls supporting me, and knowing that they did it, I know it's possible for me as well. So if you have this dream, if you have this feeling of something that you really want to do, it's there for a reason. Stop doubting yourself, because I know you are here to do great things. You are here to accomplish great things. But it starts with you, and it starts with saying yes to yourself, trusting your intuition, and taking the small steps to your dream, or towards your dream. And if you are curious about how can I get there, it's not possible to me, I have all of these fears, I have them too. It's not something that you overcome in one day or one night, but it's step by step, taking the small steps every day towards a person that you want to become. And you are slowly seeing that you will become that person and take that action, and your dreams are closer than you think. And you know why I say that? Because I went back in my diary, in my journal, I think I wrote this down in October, like in the beginning of October last year. I wrote down that I wanted to become a coach. I wanted to sell my house, and I wanted to be in a part of a bigger community, and I wanted to travel. I want to be in an international community. And there I found myself, like 1 or 2 months later. I had signed up to become a coach. I was a part of a bigger community. I was about to sell my house, and I was about to travel, and I was about to accomplish some of these dreams. And it's closer than you think. And just start to trust and believe that your intuition is speaking to you for a reason. So thank you so much, Sahara Rose, for sending out the email, for creating the Dharma Coaching Institute, and for me, for taking action on the feeling that I had that this was the thing that I wanted to do. And because I did that, I have transformed my life. I have taken action on my dreams. I actually know what I want now. I know myself more than I did just a year ago. So whenever you are in doubt, just do the things that feels right. Don't listen to anybody else. Just follow your inner voice, your inner guidance. Because we have all the answers within ourselves if we dare to take a look inside, what's inside of you. And if you have any questions, if you feel stuck, if you don't know where you're going to go or what your purpose is, if you want to come back to a dancing heart, you are more than welcome to reach out to me on my Instagram on tornywigum. Send me a DM. And I wish you all a beautiful day from wherever you are listening. If you like my story or my podcast, please share it with your friends or tag me on Instagram on tornywigum. It's fun to see who's watching or who's listening and where are you. And take care, and I'm sending you lots of love from Mexico. Bye.